Welcome to another episode of the Turntables Podcast. I'm High Roller the Dawn, and I got my two amazing co-hosts here, EJ Ray Funk and Two Turnt Edward. Appreciate that.
You called me amazing.
What you know about it?
Appreciate it.
What you really know about it? Nothing, that's what, but you're about to find out right now.
Amazing.
You're about to find out.
Like that guy Jesse Lee Peterson? Amazing. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, that guy's so funny to me.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Please enlighten me.
He's like, I guess he just has random host on, and I guess kind of like really just goes in and rails in on them about their beliefs. Because I guess he's a Christian man, but he goes in hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny to me, and I guess it's just watching their reactions
Is it like to chastise them, or
Yeah,
like
chastisement.
to, like,
Pretty much
make fun of
chastisement.
them, or make
Both.
Fun of yeah.
Is this
But it's hilarious to me.
It's a podcast you're talking about?
Yeah, you should look it up when
You're
you
going
get
to
a
have to
chance.
show me.
Jesse Lee Peterson. He has several different kinds of people of all walks. Like
Jesse Lee.
he's had gays and other pastors, gay pastors, and all kinds of different other faiths and just different people with different backgrounds. But it's entertaining to watch. He's something.
Oh,
Yeah, you know. Let's show Raymond because Raymond might recognize his face too.
that guy.
No.
Oh, okay.
He's always like, whenever he's talking to them, and then they say something like,
That's funny because you
random,
know
it's
how
like
we
amazing.
send you guys those reels and stuff.
Yeah.
There's this one meme. There's this one reel that I've seen. I know you've seen it when it says when your gym bro decides to skip the gym, and then he's all like, what does he say? He's like, are you gay? He's like, you're gay. Will this pass? Are you just gonna be gay, or will this pass?
yeah.
Wow.
And he's like, amazing. And he's always saying,
Man, I'm gonna have to check him out. I didn't know he had like a full blown pet podcast.
yeah, podcast.
There
we go.
First. Jeez.
Crickets for Hyro.
Jiminy Crickets. All right, so today I'm just gonna talk about suffering in silence. How us Hispanic men, in particular, we're really all men, but let's just narrow it down to Hispanic Mexican culture. Yeah, our Mexican culture as men. A lot of us suffer in silence, and what I mean by that, like I was telling Edward,
Enlighten me, Hyro.
so how I've been feeling lately, I'm just gonna spit out a few things how I've been feeling. I'm gonna put it all out on the table because I've been feeling kind of like it's been weighing heavy on my heart and on my soul, Ray. You know what I'm saying? Just to enlighten Ray a little bit, bro. It's just been bothering me, bro. Like I've always had this like storm of passion that just lives inside me, you know, and I don't, it's like full blown energy that's wired to my brain, which makes me an overthinker. I could easily lean to depression, or I could be the most happiest person you ever met, light up a room, or I could be in a dark ass room by myself and just you know, crying into my pillow for no damn reason at all.
You're teetering each day.
Yeah.
Like
Each
you can go
day's a
that way or you can go
teeter-totter.
this way.
Yeah. Imagine me like on a little small twig, like a big old fat caterpillar at the end, just teetering. Just teetering.
Fat caterpillar.
You know what I mean?
I see
Imagine
what you
me.
mean.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Bug's Life
Yeah.
movie. That fat caterpillar.
Yeah.
Or was it the ants? I don't remember which one, but it was a funny movie.
But yeah, so like one of my things, one of my phrases. So I just wrote out a bunch of phrases and just thoughts that have been just sticking to my head. So the first one is: a majority of the time, us as men suffer in silence today, and nobody realizes or acknowledges this today in this day and age. You know, I understand that, you know, us as men, we're supposed to be the tough, you know, go to work, get up, go to work, and, you know, pay all the bills and no questions asked. But
To get it done. Just
Yeah.
get it done. Yeah.
so I just wanted to shed light on, like, you know, I know obviously women go through things, you know, it's hard on a lot of single moms and, you know what I mean, children, just everybody. But I just want to shed light on the fact that it's tough, man. Like, I feel like it's really tough being a man sometimes. I'm not trying to like cry or complain, but that's my point today. Like,
Should have had some crying on there.
yeah.
Thing.
But that's my point today. Like, you know, a lot of us go through things and we don't feel comfortable enough to share.
Yeah.
Like how, like if you're sad, and you bring it up, even like at any time, you're considered as weak or
Ponte
people.
los pilas.
Yeah, ponte las pilas, güey. No chilles. Ya, güey. Ya. Nadie le importa. You know what I mean? Like,
Trabajar.
ponte a trabajar, a chambear.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get that mentality as well too, because other people, so strangers like people that you work with or people that you don't like necessarily like break bread with or
Yeah.
like have a community with.
Mm-hmm.
All those people they don't care. They just want to go get their stuff done and get
Right.
it done and move on to their next thing. But yeah, your family or loved ones, friends, your real ones, your real circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they should care.
Yeah.
Right.
They should care. They should ask like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
It seems like nowadays, I'm glad you said that, because it seems like nowadays that culture is like that. No, not that culture, but like that thing that's gone. Like, you know what I
In
mean?
the
Like
families?
nowadays,
In
like
your own
not
family?
just families, but
Or
in
what?
general, like amongst friends. Yeah. Amongst friends, amongst family, sure. Like, like where did that go?
the
It
sympathy,
seems like
the sympathy and the
empathy.
There
Not
you
just
go.
sympathy.
Yeah,
Let's just call it empathy.
Empathy's gone, bro.
Yeah, it's
like,
gone.
It's terrible.
Like, because empathy means, I've talked about this a lot with other people in the past, like the differences between sympathy and empathy.
Mhm.
So empathy is to suffer with someone.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm sure people still go to the bar, maybe grab a beer with their friend and vent. See,
Mhm.
me, I used to do that a lot with a couple buddies of mine.
And
it just seems,
that's fine to do too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing, but
Yeah.
you have to like let it out
yeah,
and get like other people's
Yeah.
either opinions or point of views.
yeah,
All right, I pulled it up. Empathy means involves actively sharing in another person's emotional experience and involves trying to understand how they feel and responding to their experience. Sympathy involves feeling sorry for someone else's misfortune, but without necessarily feeling their emotions yourself. They're like, oh, that sucks for you.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's sympathy. Empathy is like going through it with you.
yeah. Yeah, and it just, I don't know, man. It
There's
just,
there's a lot more sympathy than anything.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
oh, it sucks
yeah.
to be you, buddy.
Sorry
You know,
about that. Better
going about my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
yeah. It just, I mean, that's why I'm thankful for like mine and your relationship. Like, we get to, all these years we've gotten to, like, you go to my house and you know what I mean, and we just talk. Like, that's why we started the podcast anyways. Like,
yeah.
because we get into these deep talks, and we're really, we came upon it, like the idea of it, because in the middle of venting to each other. I feel like,
Yeah.
like nowadays, I feel like people don't even have close friends anymore. And I've
Yeah.
like met a few people recently that just like they don't seem to have anybody, you know what I mean, to lean on, to talk to.
Yeah.
And that sucks, So I guess like my main message today is just like, to lighten up, you know what I mean? Like, just have people lighten up and just love more, like care more, be more considerate of the people that are in front of you and next to you. Cause it seems like nobody cares anymore. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, nobody cares about nobody besides themselves. And they're just, I mean, I get that people have their lives, you know what I mean? But whatever happened to like camaraderie? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm glad that we have this podcast. You know what I mean? We get to take time out of our hectic ass lives. And
Yeah.
we get to like sit down and actually try to like talk to each other. and
Yeah.
that's
Have a
awesome.
conversation, and we just happen to have microphones in front of us,
Yeah.
recording it, documenting.
It's like it takes real intentionality and effort and
Wow.
maybe sacrifice and time. You hear the gunshots?
That's crazy.
We're in the hood, everybody.
Right.
It's only 6:20.
6:20.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday, bro.
Damn, bro.
Sheesh.
It's real. It's real out here.
Yeah. Now back to the deepness, right?
Yeah.
No. But no, yeah, it takes real thing to set time to go out and spend time with others.
Yeah.
Because like,
It-
and if it's not like something like this, it's like, oh, I'm gonna keep on going about my day, do what I need to do. We
Yep.
just get so like lost in what we got to be
Yeah.
doing, or not even that. Sometimes we get lost in just resting, and we take resting really serious and just like
Yeah.
veg out
Veg out,
completely, or
mhm.
just I'm tired, I can't do that, and that's understandable. We all go. I've been through that. We all go through that.
Yeah.
But it really takes an energy and a willingness to, all right, Stop everything.
Yeah.
Let me go over here and spend time with such and such or whoever, you know,
Yeah.
and sit down and listen. And I have to be like mentally prepared for that, because that either I'm giving or I'm taking or whatever exchange.
Yeah.
It to me, it's like another level of like sharing love. It really is it can take a lot from you. It can take a lot from you, and
Yeah.
sometimes a lot of people don't want to do that because I'm just too tired. I don't have nothing to give.
Yeah, I mean, you have to put on not that I'm saying, people are fake, but you
Yeah.
have to put on a facade like, okay, let me go be friendly. Let me go be, which,
Mhm.
I'm not a mean guy or anything
Yeah,
like that, but
yeah.
you know what I mean? You have to put
Yeah.
on like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" The
Yeah.
conversations and they're like, "Oh, let me listen to what you're saying." And that takes
Mhm.
effort and
Yeah.
energy and there's times that you don't feel like
Doing that.
even doing that. Like,
Yeah.
golly, sometimes it's like,
You don't want to be fake. You don't want to
Yeah.
be fake because you feel a certain way. You feel tired and just worn out, and you don't want to hear it. Sometimes, like I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want to go. I don't want to hear. I don't want to do nothing. And
it's
that
kind of a selfish
is.
thing, but
It is.
Yeah.
it kind of does zap you, and
But that the thing is like I feel like sometimes like when I meet somebody and they're sincerely going through something, and I'm like, dang, they're being really open and vulnerable. I'm like, man, I can't help but to just like
try
feel
to do
for them.
something for them.
Yeah, feel for them, and I'm like, man, yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And in the moment, I try to put myself in their shoes, and like I try to experience that with them, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'm just like, all right, man. All right, I gave you all I could. I did all I could, and I gotta go back to do what I gotta do.
Yep.
And hope the best, pray and hope the best for the certain person, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can only do so much.
Yeah. So another point I had was, so I've noticed that, like, with some people, because me, I have a real I'm real aggressive. I can be real aggressive towards people sometimes. Like my approach, the way I talk, because I ain't gonna lie, I cuss a lot. But I've been trying to work on that. So what I've been trying to work on the most is this right here. So this is one of my first points. So I've been working on improving on how to be bold and how to let my voice be heard without being disrespectful.
There you go.
That is one of the most hardest things I've ever had to do. Because I'm real, you know what I mean? Kind of a
Give me an example.
You know what? Can I give you just a little nugget?
yeah.
Go for it.
AI can help with that.
Yeah.
I've seen so much things like on AI, like, hey, summarize this for me in a nice tone, and it could be like a really mean email, but it'll
Yeah.
break it down to where it's not like disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I mean, I might suggest like, hey, just throw some things at the AI and just kind of see
Yeah.
what results it gives you, and you like kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
kind of you could use that to like help you maneuver.
Like, for example, how can I tell this person what's a nice way to tell this person they talk too much and they should
Yeah.
stop it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because
Things like
sometimes
that,
you
yeah.
hear
Approach.
somebody talking, you know what I'm saying? Then you're just like, oh my God, would you shut the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shut the hell
Like,
up.
I don't want
bro.
to. I
Like,
don't want to hear it.
God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
just put them aside, pull them aside, and talk to them sincerely. Like, hey,
Yeah.
but you can't
But
do
it takes
that.
courage though.
no, it does take courage. It's
Yeah.
there's things sometimes that are hard to do,
Yeah.
but
It takes
Yeah.
some real courage and
the thing is, you're right. It is your approach.
Yeah.
Not you. Like,
No, yeah.
it does take your
Yeah.
approach to be a little softer,
yeah,
not
Yeah.
so like rah,
Yeah,
disrespectful.
to
like-
be. So
or
that's
just mean.
Yeah,
Just
so
mean.
that's my thing is
Yeah.
me personally, I have been having to work on when I'm talking to people, I'm trying my best to be more gentle, to be kinder. And obviously, you know that those are two fruits of the spirit. And I try to do that. I'm trying my best. And I fail a lot at it. I fail a lot at it, it seems like, And then like the result of that is like the relationship withers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I don't want it to wither. So yeah, that's what I've been struggling
Mhm.
with, and just, you know what I'm saying?
So you're trying to
Well,
like keep
yeah.
a balance.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: how would you talk to your girls? when there's an issue? Like, say they talk too much.
Yeah.
How would you talk to them?
I just go, zip your lid. Remember that one from The Office, Dwight?
Yeah, zip your lid.
Zip your lid. And they zip it.
But if you needed a like you have niece, nephews, things like that.
Oh yeah, I got a nephew.
Yeah, I mean, so if you were trying to talk to them, I mean, you don't want to just go off the rails off your your niece or nephew. You want to tell them like, hey,
talk to him instead of snapping.
yeah,
You know, I feel like I'm still learning on, like, say for example, if I'm feeling like I don't want to hear what you got to say to me. I'm just in my own thing.
Yeah.
I'm like I go you go off based off your feelings first to the person. Like, bro, like right now, bro, I feel impatient. I feel tired, and I don't feel like hearing you right now, bro. I'm having a moment. Can you just leave me alone for a second? Or for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Don't take it the wrong way, bro. I'm just going through something. And then just please give me my space. Like you have to express your feelings. Like, for example, like even what we were saying, like, you don't want to be fake or disingenuous. You be real by like, you know what? I don't want to give you a fake impression of me right now, but I really don't and care because I'm concerned for something else, or because I just want to be left alone and I'm going through something. So do you mind just like not just talking to me for like 20 minutes? Give me some space and let me get my stuff together. Right. And then when I'm ready, I'll come back and talk to you, because I don't have that. Like, you're being real with yourself at the same time you're being honest with that.
And direct.
And direct.
Yeah.
It takes work.
And it's the way you deliver it.
Yeah.
Right,
because like I was still straight, and like I was like, I'm keeping myself from, going crazy on you.
It's not you.
It's not.
Me.
It's a lot of times it's me. It's always me. It's because I'm not feeling good. I don't feel like I can handle more of whatever's going on around me. Like, just give me a minute. Give me some time, and I need to gather my stuff because all of us still have to work around people. We all have to go to work and do what we need to do and work well with others and all these things. And even though we got our own internal battles, it's like, give me a minute, fudge, give me a minute, because you don't know what else to do sometimes when it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
But you have to be honest with yourself in the moment of talking to somebody else. Like, I don't feel good. I'm going through something. Like, you have to be genuine.
Yeah.
It takes work and it takes courage to be like that.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it also opens them up and they want to come to you more because how genuine, like, man, this dude really is going through something, but man, there's something real about him. Like, he's real genuine. Like, in the moment with your feelings, it's like, I'm a human.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? I don't want to, come off fake either. Nobody does, I don't think. It's just how you approach it,
Yeah, finesse it.
Yeah.
It's a skill too.
It does take skill.
It's a skill, bro. You got to be skillful, like, because you got to be nice to people all day, right?
I mean, I don't have to, but
Yeah,
that's just kind
professionalism.
of like
the
professionalism. But at the same time, like, I'm not. I take that approach where, like, I don't know what you're going through, but I'm gonna let you talk to. I'm gonna let you talk the way you're gonna talk, but at one point, we're gonna have to stop this.
Yeah.
And I could try to help you, or you could just be on your way.
Yeah.
So it depends on you. Like, if you're gonna take it to that point, we might as well just stop right here. And I've told people, like, okay, I think we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
You're free to go anywhere else.
Right.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. And you have that right.
Yeah, I do.
But if they don't comply, then okay, just walk away at that time. At that point, you walk away if they want to keep arguing and fighting and fussing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need because you even talked to me about that, where you had to walk away on certain things.
Yeah.
And then it made you feel a certain way.
Because you walked away?
Yeah, like, what do you mean? Like,
well, I can remember a certain moment whenever you were at work and you were getting riled up and you had to walk away because they were going off or something was going on, and you walked away because you thought it was better for them in that moment, because you didn't want to do something you would probably regret.
Yeah. Basically snap on somebody.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that and to be humble and to put your pride down. You know what I mean? Even though you really want to, like, even like, cause me, I used to be violent. I used to love violence.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love violence, and that was really unhealthy. And just like, I literally used to, like, kind of like get off on it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it was a new thing, you know, like putting my pride down and being like, no, like just stop, just calm down. You know what I mean? Like save this relationship by not flipping out on them.
Yeah. And it's somebody close.
And so it's a thing where I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I could applaud myself today for that because the like shortly after that, I ended up embracing that person with love and you know killed that person with kindness instead.
Yeah.
And I'll be and you know since I've done that, you know that relationship has actually thrived now. You know, because it's like I was sharing with my coworker today. Um, this is just a trip because I was like, you know, I got a lot of people. I've always valued relationships. I've always like valued loyalty and respect from people. Like I really like love it. And I feel like God has put me here to like to have just good relationships, you know? Like to just be a gift to everybody who interacts with me, talks to me. I've always felt like that, you know what I mean? Like I've always been like kind of like of a people pleaser, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to just see everybody around me happy, you know? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure everybody does, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was sharing that with my friend today.
Cool.
Anyways, let me go to my next question. So I just had a question for y'all. So at times, is it important to ignore your emotions? So part two of that, do you think it's important to acknowledge your emotions, or do you think it's better to be cold towards them in order to get through life? And the reason why I asked this is because I was always been I've been called sensitive. You know how I always say I'm passionate, not sensitive. And so like, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
I'd always go to my grandpa, you know, RIP, my grandpa passed away a couple years ago.
R.I.P.
And you know, I'd go to him and I'd like, you know, I'd be crying, bro, you know what I mean? Like, oh, todo aguitado, like sad, like grandpa, like man, I don't know, like what's the meaning of life? You know, I don't know what to do with myself. I just want to die, you know, like I don't know what to do with myself. And he'd tell me. His response to that would always be, "Well, are you working?" And I'd be like, "What the hell, Grandpa? I'm kind of going through some stuff here." And he would just be like, "Nobody gives a shit, son. Like, you know, man up." That's why I bring this up today. Like, he'd be like, "Man up, go to work. Go to work. You won't have time to be sad." If you know, if
Yeah.
you're at work, you wouldn't be feeling this way, the way that you do, because
It has
nobody
some truth.
cares. He'd be like, nobody cares, son. Like, nobody cares about your emotions. Nobody cares that you don't feel like getting up. You know, it's 5 a.m. Nobody cares. You got to do it anyway. You're never gonna have nothing. You're never gonna be happy until you learn how to, you know what I mean? Like handle your own emotions. You know what I mean? You can't always run to your emotions and, you know what I mean? Refer to how you feel. You can't go based off how you feel. He would always tell me. You know, he's like, you got to make logical decisions, not emotional decisions, or you're never gonna have shit.
Yeah.
And
There
I
you
was
go.
just, and that stuck
Yep.
with me, bro, like my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, and so
When you were with your grandpa, what were you looking to get from that?
sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Like sympathy, empathy,
And
but
he
he
didn't
gave
give
me
it.
the
He
opposite.
gave what was it? He gave you sympathy then.
Yeah.
Empathy is the one feeling for you.
Yeah, but not even, bro. Like, not even. Like, he was just like, and I guess that's why I'm just like, you know, wondering about it now. Like, you know, like, where's the.
Well, let's break that down. So he's telling you, you know, no, but like I was telling you know, like people around your job and stuff like that don't care.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is like you have to make your purpose your I lost my train of thought here. I was trying to go somewhere and it just like you know.
Say not today.
Yeah.
But your purpose.
Yeah.
You need to find your purpose.
Right. Like, yeah. What goal
What's
are you
going to
trying
keep?
to achieve?
Yeah. What he's trying to say is go find your fucking purpose.
Yeah, go find your purpose.
Your
of
meaning.
living. Yeah.
Go
Meaning
work.
and
Go do
purpose.
that. You know, you'll learn some things. You'll find a purpose. You'll get married. You'll have kids. You'll
Yeah.
do this, do that. Have a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So,
I feel like there's some truth to what he was saying. Like if you were busy, you wouldn't be
yeah, exactly.
caught
Sitting
up.
around,
Yeah,
like you know,
caught up. You
in,
know,
in,
just caught up
in
in your feelings, and because I
Yeah.
feel a lot of times whenever you're doing something, you're not really thinking about
yeah.
how you feel all the
When do you
time.
feel at your lowest? When you're at home
Yeah.
doing nothing
by yourself.
by yourself.
Yeah,
right?
I think that's true for a lot of men.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. That's where it happens. By being by yourself, and you just start going off in your thoughts and just
So your grandpa was throwing subliminals at you, like
Yeah, subliminal messages.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wasn't giving you exactly what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, but he was giving me something that I needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your emotions, yeah, you're able. You should be able to,
should be able to feel.
feel
Yeah,
sad. Okay,
it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry.
Yeah,
But just
feel
don't
angry,
act on like go off and murder somebody and
Yeah,
Yeah.
over
Over
spilled some
spilled
water,
milk.
like,
Yeah,
literally.
spilled
Yeah.
milk, spilled water.
So you have to be logical about that. So
Yeah.
you see, that's where your logic comes in. Like, okay, is that worthy of me blowing off?
Self-controlling.
There you go.
You have to be self-controlling and all the terrible things that could happen if you just go off and start beating somebody up. Like,
Yeah.
there's consequences to that level. But then whenever you're angry, and you can show your anger, but you got to be able to still work with the person or talk to them,
Yeah.
eat with them. Like, it's okay. Those are relationships. We all are not always happy with each other.
Yeah.
We're sad, we're mad. But at the end of the day, like, we still got to try and work and getting along for the long run.
Yeah.
That's relationships in anybody's relationship. And if somebody's not showing you the love you want, bro, you got to step up and give them the love you want.
Right.
Oh man, dang!
Like,
Hold on.
you know what I mean? Because somebody's got to give that love. If y'all not giving that love, then y'all both miserable. But if somebody steps it up and loves, even if they're not giving you that love, it's like maybe one day they'll give that love back. But just right then in that moment, they're not. They're not going to.
Yeah.
So you have to just continue to sow the seed of love, because one day it's gonna sprout, and then on a good day they're gonna come and love on you the way you needed it.
Yeah.
It also goes to that too. Like, if you don't feel like that love is gonna ever come your way, you make that decision to like either move on from the person
Yeah.
or not have that person in your life anymore. Like, I mean, you have that control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that because like with Martin Luther King Jr., like his famous speeches, like you can't, what was it, like you can't win with hate sowing hate.
Yeah.
Like, you win with love. You give them love. If they hate you, you still love them. Like the
Yeah.
Bible talks about, love your enemies. Even though your closest, even your closest spouse can feel and act like an enemy, we're still called to love them. Even
Yeah.
if things are not good. Like, the last time we talked about, marriage, and sometimes it gets really rough, but we still got to love them. We still got to love anybody and be willing to give them the sympathy,
Yeah.
even when they're not willing to give you that back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to love, man, because I was
Yeah.
telling somebody recently. I was telling you that like damn, like all of a sudden I'm real self-aware now. So
all right,
like
it's all right.
I'll be vulnerable. Think what you want. I don't give a damn. So I've been feeling lately that like I don't want to. I'm like almost like I feel like out of love. Remember when I was telling you about that?
Yeah.
That like I feel worried. I don't want to like I put myself out there. I've been heartbroken. I've been crushed emotionally. I got drained by it. I felt like aimless. I felt like a chicken running around with his head cut off for a while. You know what I mean? Just like I'm like my whole earth shattered, and like I feel like I gave all my love away to the wrong person, and that's all I had. You know what I mean? Like I gave it to you already, so
you took it all.
yeah, it's ruined. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like I'm all out of love to give. Like damn, I don't know how to. That's why I'm like worried to like take the next step and you know what I mean? Like be vulnerable again and love again. Like and I was
Be able to trust again.
yeah, I was telling Edward like, man, I don't even feel like I can anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'm like I don't think I'm physically capable of doing it no more. Like the puppy love, it's gone.
Yeah.
I feel like a damn zombie.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta
Like-
say that sucks.
You're growing.
Yeah, it does.
I have
But
sympathy
I
for
still
you.
love my daughters.
Yeah,
you know what
no,
I mean?
that's a whole different.
It's like Dave Chappelle said. I like this thing that he always like says because he talks about like when his kids were born, that like his capacity for love grew, like his capacity. So like when my daughters were born, obviously I was just like, just love just overwhelmed me. So it's a different
You were
kind
like
of
the
love.
Grinch. The heart just got a little bit bigger.
Yeah, bro.
Almost like it was having a heart attack.
Yeah. But I feel like, my love that I have, the little that's left, it's like reserved for my girls,
Yeah.
for my daughters. And it's like, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm out of love, you know?
Ladies, he's single.
But you sound like you want it still.
Yeah, I want it. You know what I mean? Because like, I was always, I feel like I was really good at it. You know what I mean? Like loving, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And just like, I have a real big heart, but it's just like, almost like, I'm not afraid,
Sounds like it.
but like,
You just said you
let
were
me put it
afraid.
like this. Let me put it like this. Let me reword that. Like, I know my worth. I know how loyal I am. And it's almost like, you know what? Nah, I'm too pure for y'all. I love way too much. I would love way too hard. Like, ain't
Yeah.
nobody around that deserves this type of love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that brings me to my next point. So here's my next point. It was just a thought. So it's just something that I was thinking of, and I wrote it down. I said, I think it's important to acknowledge your own worth and what you bring to the table. And it's important to set boundaries on people in your circle and everyone to see you and to hear you in the light of any and every circumstance. So the reason why I bring that up is because I feel like, I don't feel like, just by some people, that I just don't feel like valued, you know? So I've been like, you know, firmly, with all respect, trying to like show people my worth and let them hear my voice without being rude and obnoxious and, aggressive, you know? And it's just, yeah, that's my message to, just really just today, like men in general, like, know your worth. Like, know that you're somebody. And I guess it's a message to my own self now that I hear myself talk about it. Like, because, I feel like I do deserve love, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like, you know what? I don't even deserve it. You know what I mean? And neither do they. Neither do they. They don't even deserve the love that I have to give, and I don't deserve it either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just find that that's always been a challenge to like, recognize my own worth. You know what I mean? But I've been practicing that, like knowing my own worth, knowing that I'm valuable, and just remembering that. You know what I mean? Not feeling like just being on the opposite side of depression. You know what I mean? Like, what's the opposite of depression?
Happiness.
Yeah, like just being happy and
Yeah.
content with who you are, and that's, I guess, I'm barely learning how to do that. In my early 30s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess I'm just practicing that. Every day I'm trying to practice that. Like, man, you are good. You are worth it. You are a good person. Because I'm sure everybody has intrusive thoughts. Like, man, you're nobody. Like, oh, like, your physical appearance. Like, oh, you know what I mean. And sometimes you want to give up, but you know what I mean. You can't. And I guess that's just my message today too. Like, you may feel like you're not seen, but people do see you.
Mhm.
Like, sometimes I feel
Yeah.
like unseen, like nobody sees me, nobody. That's why today's thing is called suffering in silence. I feel like I suffer a lot in silence because I've been trained to like not complain and to tough it out and to go hard every day, to work out, to wake up before the sun and get out there and grind. And it's just like, I just want to tell people that are listening that I see you, that I appreciate the person that gets up before the sun and goes to work, you know what I mean, and tries to better themselves for the people that they love, and put other people before themselves, because that's hard to do. And I've noticed that only a rare, like, I feel like an elite breed only do that. You know what I mean? There's a whole different breed of people that don't do that,
No, that's true.
and I've noticed that.
That's
And
very true.
it
Yeah.
bothers me. It pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would never look down on the homeless. You know what I mean? People that like beg for money on the corners and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's one of my points. Like, I don't know, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like, when you see somebody like asking for money, you know what my mom used to tell me when I was young? Every time, bro, every time she saw like a homeless person, she'd always give them money every single time. And she would tell me growing up, anytime you ever see a homeless person, you need to give them money. I was like, why? They're just gonna go buy a beer or some more drugs or blah blah
Yeah.
blah or this and that. She was like, it doesn't matter. She was like, you gotta understand, like that's an angel. What are you talking about, angel? And she'd just be like, that's an angel. It's a test from God. That's an angel from God. He put them there and to test you to see if you'll be giving. You know what I mean? Have a big heart and give.
Wow.
So every time I see,
That's going to change my perspective.
yeah. So every time I see a homeless person, I'm just like, oh, okay, it's a test, God test. Here you go. You know what I mean? Do the right thing. Don't tell nobody about it. You know?
Yeah, no, you don't go like. That's one
about
thing I hate. Sorry, hate's not the word. I just like people that do that
The videos.
and the videos.
It's
and,
crazy
like,
because they blow up.
But see, the
Yep.
thing is, like, I appreciate the videos at the same time because some of them are really genuine, but some of them are just out for the, oh yeah, look at me.
views. Yeah, look what
I did. That's messed up.
It's
bro.
like gratifying themselves.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
those videos where I'm not gonna like. It's like a reaction video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look at their reaction when I gave them this.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't mean to like
No. You're good.
derail you. But yeah, that changes my perspective on like when I see people. Like sometimes I'm just like, I don't really have anything to give you, and most of the time I
Yeah.
don't. I just don't like
Yeah.
cash.
And yeah,
Don't
you
carry
shouldn't
it.
feel condemned if you don't.
No.
either.
But you do. You know, I do want to.
Like,
Like,
oh, sorry, I can't help you. I've learned to just like,
Like, you still
if
remember
I
this?
got a dime or a nickel, here you go.
Yeah.
A lot of times I don't. Like, oh, I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
Drive off.
Yeah.
I bless them. I pray for them though. But you don't need to feel bad about not giving. It's all right. You know?
No, it's not even that. It's just
Well, no, not for you. Just in
Yeah,
general.
general,
Just
yeah.
in general for anybody that probably suffers through that or goes through that. Because I feel like at one point in my life when I'd walk by somebody, I'd feel like bad, and I could not give them nothing, you know. But I'll stop like, nah, I don't need to. Like, I trust God that He's big enough to provide whatever they need. Maybe the person after me, and that a lot of times that happens. They end up getting on their way because they be out there just continue to do what they do and just trusting that God's big enough to take care of that.
Yep.
But anyway,
So, like, maybe this is a message for somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But you know, referring to those people that make those videos and stuff. Because man, I got real mad. Real mad at somebody one time because he I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing that like, you know, made a whole video like, you know what I mean, and I don't know why I got in the comments, but I got because they were like, God is gonna bless this man. It's like, no, he's not actually. He's not gonna bless this man. You know why? Because he's over here showing off about it. And what are you talking about? They started talking trash to me. And so like I put the scripture on there, and that's crazy. I'm remembering this. And it's this scripture, Matthew 6:4 says, so your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So you're not gonna get rewarded for something that you like let
that's
the
what it
whole world
says.
know.
That's what it says.
You know what I mean? So
The reward is everybody seeing it. That's it.
Right.
Everybody's seeing that you gave. Oh, you're such a great man. That's the only reward you get. But when it comes to getting it from heaven, you're not getting anything. Like, you got all the reward, that you got all their fans following you. That's what your reward is. There you go. But when it comes to heavenly riches, which is gonna last forever,
yeah,
you ain't getting that. Whatever that is.
yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
So
The
I
word.
guess so I would encourage people to do those types of things in
secret.
secret. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's one guy that I did run across though that's kind of like a cool story. So, but he does record the videos. He's a mobile mechanic. He helps a lot of people that are like living out of their vehicles.
Nice.
So,
that's an angel.
So somebody will call him and like tell him to come see the vehicle. What he does like diagnostics and stuff, and like breaks down what's wrong with the
helps
car,
them.
and he helps them. It's like,
What's up?
well, and then he's like listens to their story and like, oh man. So I think, and then he has his TikTok followers like help donate, and then that's kind of
that's great, bro. That's a ministry.
He pays like for that. But other videos he does charge other people like, but he does like a really low rates like, he doesn't do like some people are like bidding like $4,000 to repair this motor or this and that,
Arm
and
and a
he'll do it
leg.
like, I'll charge you $600.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you,
Heck
and he
yeah,
goes to
yeah.
them.
No, that's great. There's people out there like that that'll do that, and Like even there's this one YouTuber, I forget his name, but he goes and mows lawns for free.
Yeah, guy. Yeah,
And all he does is just record him mowing just random lawns, people that can afford it, and their grass is super high. And
I got that guy on here.
he's just recording,
I've
bro.
seen
But
that
there's
one.
several of them. I
yeah,
think
there's
nowadays.
several now. Yeah,
But no, bro. And then their views are like crazy. And then one video can pave the whole week for like lawns.
But you know why they do those? It's a satisfying.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a
what is it?
satisfying video. Just like
It's like that
AMSR.
AMSR type.
Yeah. No, it's
it's
so,
satisfying though.
But the guy that I watch does it like in fast time. So he's like, so he's just like,
it's pretty cool.
So you see the like before and after, and you kind of watch the the after happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
no, that's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you make a living off of that. And still have a business. Because obviously I think he still does his
he does his lawn business, but he'll pick like one or two houses for the
charitable
week.
works. Yeah. No, that's pretty sweet. I like that. I like that type of ministry or work, whatever you call that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you mind if we take a break real quick?
Yeah, that's fine.
Break.
And we're back to the Turntables podcast. You know, had to go.
Turntables.
Perfect.
All right.
Tom bad. So I got a question here. So, and this kind of resonates with what we were just talking about. So my question to you, Edward, on the spot. Put you on the spot, boy. It said, do you worry about what people think about you? I gotta ask. Do you care about?
I don't know if I worry, but I do.
People think about
I do
you?
care.
You do care about what people think.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Just the people that are close in my life, my siblings, my church family, friends.
Yeah.
My wife, of course, my kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. So to answer your question in simple form, yeah, I do care.
Yeah, I can see at points where I didn't care what people thought, but it was people that weren't around my circle.
Right.
So now I just I'm just gonna be me, and just if you like it or not,
right.
It is what it is. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it anymore. Like
Yeah, for sure.
So,
that's just where I'm at. Like I at points I didn't care. I really had low points where I just like I'm just gonna
right
put on a face.
Yeah. So reason why I guess I just asked that is because I've always been I always cared about what people thought about me, and I feel like it kind of
which people
just like friends and some family members and you know what I mean, my siblings, and my parents.
Yeah, I think that matters.
And
of course,
friends and stuff like that. And I feel like it hindered me to progress. Because I'll be honest, I never really worked good under pressure. I'll be honest, I'm not really good. Like, dude, like if I'm at work and I'm doing something and somebody's looking at me, I'll fudge it up, bro. I'll mess that thing up, bro. I'll miss it
just
completely.
watching you work.
Oh boy.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Like if they're watching, but dude, whenever nobody's watching, bro, I'm badass. You know what I mean? I'm on point. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, yeah, I just had to ask that question because lately I've been trying not to care about what people think. You know what I mean?
Now, what people are you talking about?
I guess, like coworkers sometimes.
Would you
you
consider them close? Like people that you do care about what they think or not?
Yeah. I mean, I got into this little argument with one of my family members recently, because he was telling me some things about me, how I am, and he was like, "Why do you care so much? Like why do you care what I say? You shouldn't care about what nobody says." And I was just like,
Oh, that's a little. That's a little much.
but I was like, "Well, sorry, you know what I mean? I'm sorry that I highly esteem
There you go.
what you think of me. I can't just like Like you, for example, I can't just like say like I don't care what you say, Edward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm just gonna, do this anyway. You know what I mean? I don't really care how you feel. you
Right.
know?
There's some truth to that as well. So now, if you're looking for like an opinion or um like if you value somebody's opinion and that opinion is not lining up to what you think you need to do,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for your opinion, but I'm gonna go do this anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
know.
there's a level of regarding it,
Yeah,
but you don't have to necessarily obey or
Yeah.
listen to their advice. Just listen. Like we're try to understand where they're coming from. Why would they would think that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're grown enough to make your own decision.
Yeah, that's for
And then
sure.
if it's a wrong decision, then you got to sit in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they even after they warned you, and it's like, oh, they might have been right.
Right.
But hey, you got to sit in that. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I guess I kind of got this from. Remember when I used to tell y'all remember when I worked at the restaurant?
Yeah.
At Paloma Suerte. So there's this sous chef there. His name's Carlos. Real cool dude, bro. Like he was so laid back. Like this guy was unfazed by everyone. You know what I mean? But me, I was the opposite. I was phased by everybody. Like they'd be like, on the way, like putting the fire under your ass, and I'll feel the pressure, and I'll just like shut down, bro. Like, oh, I suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, whenever he was leaving the restaurant, and it just stuck with me, bro, for the longest because he was like, dude, like, cause he was like always drinking. He's like real chill. He's like, dude. I was like, yeah. He's like, you need to relax. He's like, stop. You know what your worst problem is? And I was like, what? He's like, you care way too much about what people think about you.
Yeah.
Stop giving a shit. Like, who are they? You know what I mean? Who are they? You know what I mean? Keep being you, man. You're great.
Yeah.
He's like, keep doing what you're doing, and you won't have any problems. Just, you get in your own way. You let people get in your way.
Oh, you let them affect you. You're like your mood and
what
your
it is.
Yeah, I let people affect my mood.
Yeah,
and,
no, that's
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if I get cussed out by like one of the guys there on the line, like, ándale, güey, ándale, no sabes nada. Like, yeah, like I'll be put down. I'd get put down, and so I feel like one of these recent little gems that I had was little golden nuggets that I got recently was I read this book and it said to not take anything personal. I don't know if y'all remember me saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But when I heard that, I was
saying it.
it helped me, bro. It helped me a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and
it sunk in.
Yeah, it sunk in real good,
Yeah.
bro. Because I remember my daughter, bro, came to me and I used it on her because she was like, she had a bully and stuff, and I was like, and I had to explain to her, and I was like, look, baby, when just because like this person is being so mean and ugly and nasty towards you, I was like, it's really not because of you. It's really because that person's in pain.
Right.
That person has a problem. So, now they have a problem with you because they're not happy.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to make you not happy.
Yep.
Like
Somebody
them.
to be on their level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring it down with them.
Like
Yep.
damn near unintentionally they damn near unintentionally drag you down.
Yeah.
And I used to
But it
let
seems
people
like-
do that. And now I'm realizing, now my eyes are open to it. Like, people are shitty to me. I'm like, oh, you're just miserable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let that ruin my day.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to never be able to do that. I used to never be able to do that. You know what I mean? I'd let it get the worst of me. Like the best of me. I'm sorry. I let it get the best of me, bro, in the worst way. Put it that way. Right? And it's just...
But I feel like you're aware of it, though.
What do you mean?
Like, you are aware of it.
Aware of what?
Like, you have a choice to not let it affect you or affect you.
I didn't have it.
No, I
before.
know. I'm saying, like, now, currently, I guess.
Yeah, the perception changed.
Yeah.
My perception
You're
changed.
aware of it.
Yeah.
You're aware of that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, and it's
Now-
not like I'm brushing them off like, oh, you don't matter anyway. I almost feel like, like, I wonder what's wrong with this person that they feel the need to lash out at me in a negative way.
Yeah. I think if anybody that can live that out, what you're saying,
Yeah,
in the spur of the
yeah,
moment,
it makes you untouchable.
yeah, it makes you immovable almost.
Yeah,
And then you could probably
immovable.
do something about it. Like, bro, what's up with you?
Yeah.
And be able to go up to him and still talk like, hey, what's wrong?
Do you think that's the definition?
Or like at least talking about like, hey, some level of respect,
Yeah.
Do
Do you think that's kind of the definition of emotional intelligence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I would
have
say a
been-
high IQ.
Make a joke of it, or like, hey, at least say please.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, be
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
funny about it. Like,
yeah, kill him with kindness. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been doing that
Yeah.
lately a lot.
you know.
You know.
And that's what it takes practice to be that.
Yeah, it takes practice. It's a definite skill because recently,
Because sometimes you go in not feeling good. You feel
Yeah.
like crap, and then here they go. Oh.
yeah, I had this buddy right recently. I won't say names. I always say that.
Yeah.
I won't name drop. But you know who you are, right? But anyways, they were like, I forgot what I said. I was like, damn, it's gonna be a long day, bro. It's freaking cold as hell out here. You know what I mean? Like, and this person was like, man, you complain a lot, bro. Damn, bro, you always complaining.
Always
made me feel
complaining, bro.
Made me kind of feel shitty, bro.
Right.
And I was like,
right.
and then later, like not even like an hour later, bro. Not even like an hour later, he said the same thing. Oh, it's cold, bro, in my jacket. I'm like, why are you complaining, bro?
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
See, it's
Got
all
him,
for
so-
fun though.
got him.
Yeah,
right,
it's
yeah.
like,
It's all for jokes.
yeah.
It's just life, bro.
Like, oh no, you got emotions.
Oh, you too.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier in the
Yeah.
beginning of this podcast. And it's just that it's like in us, bro. It's in our like DNA
Nature,
as
yeah,
like
it's just
Mexican,
what it is.
Hispanic, Latinos.
Everybody,
To,
just
like-
humanity, bro. It's just humans being humans.
Yeah, humans.
And you got to be
being
patient
humans.
with that.
Yeah.
You know? Be patient on humanity. Golly.
Yeah.
Remember that one joke? Remember that one joke I told you whenever when I was like when they make fun of like the helper on the construction site, like, oh, necesito guantes. No, aguántase. Aguántase. ¿Por qué necesitas guantes?
Oh, man.
That's a good one, bro.
Nice.
But damn, this is when you're supposed to do the.
Oh, man.
That would have been great.
This
That'd be
iPad's in
great.
the way.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Yeah, do my job.
Here's my next question. Do you have a tough time feeling proud of yourself?
I don't like the word proud.
No? Because
No.
of pride?
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know how to explain this. This is really difficult for me to explain. I don't ever, if I do something good, bro, I'm just happy I did it.
So you don't have a problem with being proud of yourself then?
No, I don't go and like, oh,
I
you're
don't-
so
yeah.
awesome, Edward. Good, look at you
I
go.
don't like being
I don't
celebrated.
do that. I don't like being celebrated
Yeah.
either.
Oh,
is
you don't
the thing.
you don't like to be praised?
No,
I'm
I
like,
don't.
bro.
I don't know why. Just I'd rather not. I'd rather go like when I do something great and people are so happen to be around and they're like, "Oh, good job." I want to go hide. That's how I feel. Like, oh, damn. Or like, especially when it's your birthday, like, oh, happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
You
that's
want to
the
go
word.
hide.
I just like, oh please.
Yeah, exactly. You don't feel like I don't feel like this.
I do like birthday cake though.
Yes, but love the birthday cake always. Don't get me wrong.
My wife is she's one of those that likes to celebrate people, and it's just like, babe,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah.
You think that's
Yeah.
humility, like being
I
humble?
don't think so.
I
I think it's I don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't say worthiness. Not even
Yeah.
that. It's just like I'm fine.
I feel
Like
like
I'm okay. I'm content.
I feel like I don't deserve it. That's me. No, I'm saying, like,
yeah.
That means I feel like you probably have a hard time because you're kind of hard on yourself. Hard on yourself.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It's hard to answer that, bro.
Yeah, no.
It's really difficult to answer that because I have to really find the words and the feelings and remember the feelings that I feel when stuff like that happens. I don't like it. It just makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Maybe because I don't want other people. I feel like because jealousy. I don't want people to be. I don't want to feel jealousy from anybody. Like, oh, he's look, he did something great. Oh, it's your birthday. I don't like feeling that. I don't like feeling jealousy. So maybe that's a level of like, don't do it in front of people
Yeah.
because I don't like feeling jealousy
Yeah.
or like jealous for somebody because somebody's I don't like the feeling. I don't like. Why do I feel like this? Like jealous or like I don't want to get to the point where it's like almost envious because I feel like jealousy is
Envious,
okay.
Yeah.
Jealousy's okay, but envious, bro, that's bitter. Like bitter, like jealousy. Like, oh, like nah. And I feel like that's a problem in men.
It's the worst kind of jealousy.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst,
Yes.
and I don't feel like I can't. I feel like, yeah, I don't want that. I'd rather not. I don't know why that is. Why is that?
I don't
The
know.
spotlight.
I've
It's the
never heard
spotlight
of
for
it.
me. Like I don't want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Although
a good
I'm
question,
in the
bro.
freaking middle right here. Like, spotlight.
I've never heard that. I've never heard anything like that. Like how you're
But
feeling.
I mean, shouldn't it be okay to be celebrated?
Yeah, you see, like
Right?
that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna get at right now.
But like, you shouldn't feel bad about it either, right?
No, but
So what is it?
like if it was my choice, I'd say no. I'm good. Like
What if you didn't have a choice? Like, oh, I'm gonna throw a surprise party for him and celebrate Randall because he's so awesome.
you're like, dang. So it had to be a surprise
Yeah, it has to be.
because I'd be like, oh, I'm not going.
Yeah. If you had a choice, then you wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I feel like people should be celebrated more for sure.
Yeah.
Like you know, birthday parties, celebrate the mess out of them,
Yeah.
even if they feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
like
You know?
here, you're loved and
You know,
cared
yeah. At
about.
some point, yeah, you just kind of like cave in, like, all right, you know,
Like,
but
yeah, we're here already.
you know, but other than that, it's just like if like you're gonna sing happy birthday, like please don't,
Yeah.
please don't,
Just please hurry up.
Yeah.
don't take
So-
me to a
so
place
is-
that
is
they
it-
sing happy
Is it
birthday.
just like
'cause it's-
embarrassing? Like,
Yeah, I guess it is some
embarrassing.
level of embarrassment for
Yes.
me, maybe for a level of embarrassment. But at the same time, I don't like the spotlight. I
the
don't like to be
spotlight, yeah,
okay.
center of attention.
Center of attention. I don't
Hey,
like
look
that
at
either.
me, like I'm
I
goofy.
wonder why that is, dude. They're so weird. Maybe it's just in men.
What about you, Hyro?
I don't know. Y'all went in a whole different direction, bro.
Yeah.
From what I
Well, I mean,
Go for it. No, go your
what you-
direction.
anticipated.
Let me hear what you
So
got.
my direction was just like, cause I just
He wants all the smoke.
Yeah, you want everything.
Like I don't know. I've always kind of been like a attention whore. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you do like to rap.
yeah.
So-
at that point, you know, you're kind of on spotlight.
So let me
Perform and-
hear you out. Let me dissect you here. So whenever, like, say for example, on your birthday, they bring you cake and they're celebrating you.
Yeah.
What are you feeling or thinking in those moments?
I feel like finally y'all noticed me.
It's so weird.
Acknowledge me.
We're so opposite, bro.
I'm right here.
Like, jeez.
But that should be okay, right?
The aura. Did you not see the aura when I walked in? It was just like around me. Just
I'm a vibe.
I'm a vibe. Hey, don't you see the sun gravitating around me?
Oh,
Man,
no
I have my
vibe.
own gravitational pull.
But I think that should be okay, though,
Very-
right?
yeah,
At least on
because-
your birthday,
Yeah.
Okay, only on your birthday.
right?
No, only on your
or
birthday.
or when you do something really great.
Yeah.
Or maybe a whole party just because you out of all your 20 years of living, we're finally gonna throw this birthday because we want to celebrate how great you are. Like I think that's okay.
When I hear you saying how y'all feel, I feel like, man, that's like a lot of humility y'all got going on.
Nah, I don't know if it's humility. I don't know if it's
what it
humility,
is.
bro.
Humbleness, like you're humble, like you
Nah,
like no, don't praise me, don't you know what I mean?
Nah.
I guess
maybe-
it is if you like break down the definition of humbleness. I guess it is,
No,
but
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I think humility is accepting what you really are. Like for example, like Raymond, let's say you're a great DJ, right? I am a great DJ. Yeah, I think that's real humility is accepting that. But then look,
I don't
what?
like
See that? I don't think that's real. I don't. People would say that's humility, but I don't think that's humility. I think humility is accepting the fact that I am great. Thanks. Cause I really believe that. I don't know why, but I think it should be okay to be said. Like, man, Harold, you know what? I'm gonna celebrate you, bro. You're freaking awesome. You're the best, and you're such a great parent, or you're such a great this. You're the best. You should be celebrated.
Yeah.
But not worship like, oh, I'm gonna sing to you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
God, like if you're God,
let me put on.
I mean,
the,
but think about it though.
I'm gonna
bro.
worship you.
Think about it though, like people are getting sang to on their birthday.
Yeah,
Dang,
they
dude.
are,
Ah,
jeez,
man.
Bro,
I don't
there's
know.
something behind that because I,
don't
feel
know.
like we've talked about this a long time ago, bro. Like, okay, like how I feel like, special when somebody thinks about me or like, even sings to me. That must be how God feels whenever you're praying to him. You know what I mean?
Worshiping Him, like
And
singing
there's,
songs
like,
to Him.
we were created in his image.
Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna have characteristics of
Interesting.
God. It even says in the Bible, right? That
Yeah.
I am a jealous God.
Yeah.
God even says he's jealous.
Yeah.
He admits
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
hey, I'm jealous, God. Like, don't be having nobody
Don't
else.
worship anybody else. Yeah,
Hence
right.
how you feel whenever you got a girl. Obviously y'all are married.
Right.
Of course you're gonna be like jealous. Like, hey, like.
I think
know what I mean?
think there's a certain level. I think all of your love should be given to God. But
Right.
if all of that love is given to somebody else, he's gonna be jealous. maybe all the love, but then maybe you still gotta love your family and good job, praise or good job. Like that's kind of being celebrated. Like good, you're doing so good, encouraging, you're the best. I think it's a problem whenever I'm so freaking awesome. Like I'm so great. Like I'm so good at this. I'm so good at life.
Arrogance.
I piss excellent.
Arrogance. There you go.
Yeah, like that. Then that's like too much, bro. Like all right now, all right. But what if, like for example, like in the basketball court, what if they can back it up? Like they talk trash, like man, I'm so better than you, bro, and then they prove it on the basketball court. What do you call that?
That's just somebody who's confident in their skills.
Okay, confident. So it wouldn't be arrogance.
Remember whenever early on in the podcast,
what would you call that? Though?
Remember when I was asking y'all like what's the difference between arrogance and confidence?
I feel like
arrogance is full of pride. Confidence is just like you said earlier, humility.
Humility. Like I'm
like he's a great DJ.
I am good. Yeah.
Thanks.
But he knows that.
Yeah.
He's got humility
confident
about himself. He's not like I'm the best damn DJ and all the rest of you DJs suck.
Well, when somebody does that, then you got to challenge her. Like, all right, let's bet something. Let's see what's up if you really are, and then you find out. Bro. You know who I've been listening to lately? It's really making me reflect a lot. LeVar Ball.
He's a basketball dad. He's got some sons in the
that
NBA.
Went to try to get to NBA. I know one of them.
He's the one that did the street basketball.
Professor? What are you talking about?
No. So he did the league.
He did his own.
I can't remember which one it is. It's like the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember what it is. But he did one of the street balls. The street basketball.
Oh, the Harlem Globetrotters?
No. Oh my gosh. They did a bunch of like mixtapes and stuff. Like they would do
And One?
I think it was And One.
What about it?
I think it was And One.
Okay, yeah.
I think that was his, or it was something like And One.
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know too much about him.
But anyways, they had shoes too. Like he would produce shoes.
Yeah, he has his own company, his own
But anyways, he raised I think he played basketball too.
I think so.
For professionally.
Yeah.
I have to look. I don't remember.
I don't know too much about him.
But he's raised sons, and they all came up, and they all went to the NBA. They're in the NBA right now. But Lonzo Ball or
LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo is the one that just did the
Lonzo Ball went. I don't know if he's still in it. And then D'Angelo is the one that came out with that new rap song.
That's right.
Like something swerve. You don't know if you heard it. I gotta pull it up, bro. But
yep.
Anyway, so I was bringing him up, bro. I was bringing him because I feel like that dude has a lot of confidence in his kids.
Yes.
Like right, like extreme.
Yeah.
But he like a lot of people are saying that he wasn't wrong on his I guess he was his declarations over his son and what they would achieve or how great they would be. Like there's a lot of people saying that he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel like, bro, how can you just openly say that, and then a few years later we find out that what he's saying was true? Like, that's a level of like confidence or belief. Maybe he's seen something in his kids, and he completely just believed. For him to just flat out saying this in public, and people thought he was crazy. Like people were saying, like he can't. He was saying that he can beat Michael Jordan on one-on-one, and people are looking at him like, "What the hell, bro?
What are you saying?"
But at the same time, I'm looking at him, I'm examining him, like, why would he say that? Unless he can really beat him. But you got to be crazy to be saying something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't help but to think, like, man, hot or cold. Like there's a scripture that talks about, I want you hot or cold.
Yeah, not lukewarm.
Yeah, not in the middle. And I'm thinking, like, man, this guy is hot with it. Like I feel like this guy is declaring something. Yeah. And he's super confident in it. But I feel like that gives you looks. Like people are gonna look at you and watch you, whether you crash and burn or like in his instance, like he wasn't lying.
Kind of like Mayweather.
Yeah, Mayweather. What about him?
I don't know. Like what you're describing, kind of.
I don't think Mayweather really bragged a lot though. Like,
what?
Yeah,
did he?
Yeah,
bro,
he Money Mayweather.
Really?
Like, had all
he
the
was
money.
great.
He's the most cocky, dang.
Well, wait. Let's say. So was it cocky or confidence?
Cocky, bro.
It
was cocky because he would fight guys that were.
But he backed it up.
But it's like
bro.
you said, exactly.
So it's like he can't be cocky if he's right, right? Or no?
That's a good point.
What do you think? Because it's like people just get mad the fact that because his attitude.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It's more so his attitude. They get mad at his attitude.
You know why?
"Man,
Why
he's
people?
right."
You know why people would watch him?
What?
To see if he lost.
That's what they were hoping for
Yeah.
too. Like
That's what I would watch.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't see this guy loses.
But that's crazy
Got to
though.
talk on
but
all
that
this
gets
craziness.
yeah, but that gets people riled up.
Yep.
And even with Logan, not Logan. Yeah, Logan and his brother.
Yeah.
I was watching
Mike
because
Tyson,
man, let
yeah.
me see who whoops him. It's always to watch to see who whoops him, and then next thing you know, he's winning. I'm like, bro, what the heck? You know, it's crazy
Backs
how that
it up.
works, but he's backing it up.
Honestly, have a lot of respect for Mayweather.
Yeah, I like Mayweather.
Now.
As a fighter, I like him. I've always liked him as
Everybody
a
always
fighter.
hates him. Like people hate him, and you know what I like about him the most? That people hate him. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is because I've always felt like scrutiny and like kind of like enviness and hatred toward feeling it from some people.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's really super entertaining to watch
it
somebody
is.
watch somebody get hated and still prove everybody
It is
wrong.
entertaining,
Like,
bro.
he's still the shit.
Just like the Super Bowl.
Can't
Bro,
even punch him.
Man. The
That's what I'm
Super Bowl.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's entertaining, bro. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
And
Are you
then
not
so-
entertained?
There's so many people watching. It's like you talking real crazy like that. It's like for some reason it gets views, bro. Even, bro, I can go on so many stories of certain people. Like, maybe what's her name is a bad example. What that one girl, like, how about that?
Oh, yeah.
Like her attitude was just so
Catch me
ugh.
outside.
She
Catch
was-
me
It
It was
outside.
so but at the same time it was entertaining and you wanted to watch to see what would happen with this
Right.
girl. And it's like
Who's gonna snatch her
but
wig?
It's yeah, exactly. And it's like in her interviews, she seems like a different person now. She just doesn't seem like that
Ignorant.
that arrogant girl on Dr. Phil anymore. Like, man, who's this girl? Like, this just seems like a
Yeah,
different girl now.
That's funny.
But anyway,
Because it was probably
We're going off
just
rails
an act.
here.
Yeah, going off the rails. So just my point in the beginning was just like I always felt like challenged to be proud of myself, and recently I've taught myself to like be proud of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to pat myself on the back, and you know what I mean? Like just be proud of
so
yeah, just be proud of myself.
yeah,
I've always found it hard. You know?
You found it hard?
Yeah, I found it real hard in the past. Like, you know, I'm
What
never
about-
good enough. I'm not good enough. Even it doesn't matter what I do. You know what I mean?
But what about now?
I'm
still
better at
struggling
it
with it?
now.
Oh,
No,
that's good.
I'm better at it now. Like I can finally say I'm pretty content
But is it
and
enough?
happy. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's
Like-
what matters.
And see that right there, it took so long to get that, bottle that emotion. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm happy now. I'm like content now.
Mm.
Yeah. Like, you know, people could say, "Oh, you got work to do." Probably.
Yeah.
But,
But it's
you
okay
know
to
what
be
I-
happy right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, like then, like so
Content.
you.
yeah.
That's true. We all do.
Everybody's got work.
Everybody.
Yeah. Always room for improvement.
Oh yeah,
You know?
for sure. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna
You want to
run out
end
of
it?
steam. We're gonna go ahead and
Yeah. Steam is
call
out.
it. We're
That
gonna
Yeah.
roll the credits.
Roll credits down.
Steam out.
That concludes another episode of the Turntables.
Edward
Podcast.
out. Right, start saying crazy shit.